Just about we scraped through. That's huge. That's huge. I don't care what anyone says about goal difference and whatnot. That's huge. All we needed was a win today. Newcastle at home, potentially a bogey fixture. We've really struggled at the Emirates recently. That was probably our toughest fixture left of the season, at least on paper. I know Newcastle aren't in the best of form right now, but every game from here is a fixture you look at and go, we should 100% be winning that with very little issues. And I think they are all fixtures that we did win last season. Fulham at home was a win, 2-1. Burnley at home, or Burnley won in the Premier League last season, so we can cross that one out. And then West Ham away, that was a 5-2 win. And then final day of the season, Crystal Palace, that was a 5-1 win last season. That was our trickiest game left of the season. Getting through that is absolutely huge. Would I have liked it to be more comfortable? Obviously. Because that final 10 minutes, Jesus, that's a year off my life right then. Would I have liked there to be more goals? Obviously, this league could come down to goal difference. Obviously, I hope that's not the case. If we get down to the final 2 weeks and it's still only goal difference separating us and City, my God, that's just more years off my life right then and there because of that. The win's what matters above everything else. The win is what matters above anything and everything else. Because I keep thinking, because of the PTSD, that City are going to win every game from here because of what happened at the end of the 2023-24 season. Because that season, I think, especially for me, I went to my first game, April, Aston Villa, and then after that, all we were doing was hoping City dropped points, and it just never happened. They were just a machine, winning every game with virtually no struggles. They aren't the same team anymore. Back then, they could just lock in and go on crazy runs and just win every game. I don't see that happening anymore. I think there's a really, really decent chance they slip up. And then if they do, we have to take advantage of that, obviously. It's not the same City side anymore. It doesn't look to me like they can just do that same thing where they just lock in and develop this magical ability to just win every single game. They've got some tricky tests coming up as well. Everton, they are no longer in the top half. They were in the top half for a little while. Brentford in the top half. Bournemouth are in the top half. Crystal Palace are not in the top half. And then Aston Villa are 5th in a Champions League spot. These teams, aside from Crystal Palace, are fighting for European football, are fighting for really, really big things for them. They aren't just going to sit back and play to frustrate City. They're going to play against City and try and create their own problems. Try and get City to play on the back foot. And they do look very vulnerable. I can't even... My words are all over the place. I don't know why I'm trying to analyse stuff. Analyse the game. My head's gone. My head's gone. 4 more games like that. 5 years off my life. Minimum. This stress is not normal. I'm being put through it. We're all being put through it. Honestly, the camera cut to about 30 different people in the stands in the final 10, 20 minutes who just looked like they would rather be anywhere else than there. Like nails being bitten, hair being practically torn out. It's nuts. I can't keep doing this. My heart is still... Feel that. What I will say though, Piero Hincapié, what a fucking performance. He's my man of the match. Piero Hincapié, if he gives that free kick away right at the end and they score from that, we're scolding him. But Piero Hincapié, I heard the commentators talking in the first half, should Arsenal make their deal permanent? Are you off your head? Yes. Okay. Obviously. I don't care how much it is. 45 million, 50 million, 60 million. Bring him in on a permanent basis. Piero Hincapié, what a player. What a player. David Ray, incredibly clutch again today. Not too many actual saves. Couple wayward shots from Newcastle. Lots of balls into the box, which we dealt with so well. That's a credit to those three guys in particular, Raya, Saliba, Gabriel, the main three culprits in those kinds of conversations. So solid set from them. Gabriel, Saliba, great defensive performance. Just a great defensive performance all round. Eze, what a goal. Eze, what a goal. You little beauty. Eberechi Eze. My word, that's unbelievable. Finally scored a Premier League goal for Arsenal, not against Tottenham. First time that's happened since Crystal Palace last year. Was it October? Yeah, late October last year. What a goal that is. What a brilliant goal. And it comes from a short corner. We were really mad at the short corners, and then we got a goal from one of them. So Eze did go off injured. I think that's very, very precautionary. It looked very precautionary, his body language. He's basically smiling as he goes down, saying, thinking like, it's not that big a deal. He's talking to Arteta when he goes off. I don't think it's that big a deal. I really hope it's not, because he's come back in at just the right time. Running Eze is truly a different type of player, one that we really, really need. Can produce a moment of quality out of nothing, just like he did today in these tight games. It'll be really, really heartbreaking having him come back so quick from an injury that looked a lot worse than it actually was, and then back for a couple of games producing some really, really good moments. Probably should have had a goal against City, really unlucky, and then if he's come back from that and then straight away back out again, it will be so devastating, and at just such a horrible time when we really, really need him. So fingers crossed it's nothing serious on him. Fingers crossed on Kai Havertz as well, because he went off. Is walking freely. That doesn't really tell you much, just me clutching onto straws there. We'll just have to hope. We'll just have to wait and see what it is. Didn't actually really see what the issue was, but yeah, God, I pray that he's fit, because I think Premier League games, Kai Havertz should start. Heart rate's still coming down. We just really needed to get through that. If we don't get through that game, then it's over. It's genuinely over. But now the pressure's back on City. They don't play in the Premier League again until not this coming Monday, but the next Monday, 4th of May. The pressure's on them, and we play a game before that. We play against Fulham. If we win against Fulham, we are 6 points clear of them. Yes, they have 2 games in hand, but the pressure's all on them. I still believe. I still really believe. Before today, I was back up on my feet again like clockwork, but not in a sense of why am I getting back up again when I'm just going to be let down again, but because I genuinely believe, and we still can. We really still can do this. I hate that we've made it so tricky for ourselves. We've made it so much more tricky for ourselves than it needed to be, looking back at the position we were in even just 2-3 weeks ago, even just right before the international break. But we can still do this. Was it 4 games to go? 4 games to go. 4 wins, I think, does it for us. If it comes down to goal difference, then that's, years off my life. Probably literally, but I think 4 more wins is going to do it for us, and then we're Premier League champions. Wasn't easy for us today. We never make it easy for ourselves, but I saw so much fight from these players. We really want it. Yes, you can be scared. Yes, you can be really nervous. Yes, you can be fearful of missing out, but you got to direct it in the right way, and we did that today. The first half was great. The first half was great. Honestly, if we can replicate that kind of form and the kind of form we used against City, final 4 games of the season, I think it's our title to lose, as it's been all season. It's still on. It's still on. It's still our title. It's still in our hands. We can do this. We can do this. I really believe that. Atletico Madrid next Wednesday. That's the attention now. Calmer. We're going to do this. We're going to fucking do this.